r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. What are some tips for someone with no fighting experience to win in a fight? Always pull guard, so he doesn't get any points for a takedown. Don't let him grab your leg on the way down. The ref will give him the points. If they've got their hands down, angled slightly and sort of looking away but keeping you in the corner of their eye, they're lining up for a sucker punch. Also blading, where they try to turn a side of their body toward you instead of facing head on. Another is if they start repeating something they just said over and over. It's a sign they already decided to attack. Ain't nobody gonna step to me. Ain't nobody gonna step to me. Ain't nobody gonna step to me. Their brain is in fight mode, which puts things like speech on the back burner, and they're just looking for the shot to take. Remember, there are no rules in a fight. I think the biggest problem for people with no experience is that they have no experience with inflicting harm and thus instinctively only hit symbolically. I once had to disassemble an old cupboard, and I kept kicking at it and it wouldn't go down. When I realized my kicks were afraid of doing damage or hurting myself, and I have to commit and go all in and try to kick through the boards, that's when I immediately got the thing collapsing. But remember when Tom had you in that headlock and you screamed, "I'm a hemophiliac," and when he let you go, you kicked him in the back? Homer. Yeah. But will you teach me how to do that? Homer. Sure. Boy. First, you gotta shriek like a woman and keep sobbing until he turns away in disgust. That's when it's time to kick some back. And then when he's lying down on the ground. But yeah. Homer. Kick him in the ribs. But yeah. Homer. Step on his neck. But yeah. Homer. And run like hell. Homer was the dad Bobby Hill sorely needed. That's my purse. I don't know you. Kick. Perfect sell. If you aren't in a sanctioned sports competition, there is no such thing as dirty. Most people exhaust quickly in a fight, and you don't want to run the risk that your opponent can last longer than you. Fight quick, fight dirty, and try to finish in 5-10 seconds, since you honestly have 30 maximum. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to fight, there are no rules. You do everything in your power to win. You fight in a manner in which your life depends on it. The person that fights with rules usually loses. Only fools pledge life to honor. Throw sand in your opponent's face. Can it come from a pocket? If there's no way to avoid it, try to keep a low center of balance and make sure to keep your feet on the ground. Don't kick or anything. Once you lose your balance and you're on the ground, it's over. Edit. Yes. Apparently everyone and their brother has jiu-jitsu training. The question literally says for people with no fighting skills. If you do go down, bring them with you. But generally, try to keep your balance. How am I supposed to flamingo crane kick with both feet on the ground? Aim for the nose. Most people will stop right there if you get them in the nose. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Don't whip out 4 lightsabers and start twirling them in circles. Hello there. Get naked. Pro tip. Naked with shoes is somehow more naked than full naked. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Statistically, within 20 feet or so. Other way around. Mythbusters even did an episode on it. Footwork is important. Stand so that a punch won't knock you over. Don't lean into a punch. Also know what advantage you have over your opponent. If he's bigger than you, try to move to the side or behind him. Moving's harder for him, so make him move. If he's taller, get in close so his reach advantage is taken away. If he's lactose intolerant, throw milk at him. Brother, you told them my one weakness. Milk. Never use haymakers, hooks and football kicks. They're ducking stupid and will get you beat real fast. The trick is straight punches using your hip to throw your arm a bit more. Try to get in close so the aforementioned kicks and haymakers won't be able to get enough power in. Keep your hands up. If you have to dodge, go sideways instead of back so you keep the distance advantage. But either way, don't get in a fight in the first place. This is the advice you want to listen to right here. Don't try to emulate Mike Tyson and end the fight with one haymaker. You'll fail. Keep it simple. A straight jab to the nose will make your opponent's eyes tear up and can tip the scales in your favor. I took a IMCA self-defense class once. The gist of the class was: avoid fights. Don't be a macho man. Run away if you have to. If it becomes physical, be very loud to draw attention. Your goal in self-defense is to buy time to escape the area. A kick to the groin or palm strike to the nose, eyes, or chin are very effective. 3 is critical. Shout Allahu Akbar at the top of your lungs. I'm Muslim and I'll damn well appropriate some Islamophobia to my benefit. And it'll probably give me +5 intimidation and +2 psycho power. Also, pronounce it properly. It's not pronounced like all, but closer to Al. Same goes for Akbar if you Akbar it. You screwed up. Closer to Akbar. You're welcome. Go for the sensitive soft spots. Eyes, ears, nose, throat, solar plex, groin, armpits, and frontal part of the elbow. Oh. And don't assume you know how to throw a punch. You'll get boxer's fractures. Edit. These are just sensitive points on the body and not necessarily points where you should strike an opponent. Armpits are sensitive because they contain nerves, blood vessels, and lymph nodes. Try pinching that area or gouging your thumb or a pointy object into it. The cubital fossa, frontal part of the elbow, is also sensitive and has thin skin. Eyes are great for gouging as well. Don't assume fights are won solely by striking or grappling your opponent. Also, some of these are only something you should do when you're trying to protect your life. Don't attack someone's throat in a normal scuffle. Sing, solar plexus, instep, nose, groin. Thanks Sandra. Protect your head. Fight dirty. Protect your head. At the first chance to disengage, take it. Protect your ducking head. Get the first punch in. And keep pushing your fist after it makes contact. Protect your mother ducking head. Tuck your chin. Distract. Sucker punch. Are you really going to try and fight me with a cop car right there? Protect your goddamned head, idiot. Hands way up. Head trauma is no joke. Protect your head. Here is how to survive a knife attack. This one is very good too. youtube.com link. You punch through something. If you want to punch a guy in the stomach, you try to punch behind his stomach. If you were to aim for his stomach, you won't hit it very hard. This is good advice. Also, if you're throwing multiple punches, it's better to focus on bringing your hands back instead of forwards. You'll punch harder. Go for the nuts and eyes. Scratch, bite, pull hair. Eyes are eyes, and balls are balls, no matter who is wearing them. Why, what did you do, man? He spilled his lunch on Billy, the school bully. He said he was gonna beat his ass at 4:30 after school, so he needs to learn how to fight quickly. The eyes are the groin of the face. Edit. How does this comment have more upvotes than I have karma lol? Edit. Thanks for the gold nugs guys. Thanks White. Strike. Scream. Run. Edit. It got featured on Sir Reddit. No. Guys. You are not understanding. This guy is standing in front of a person who's trying to stab him still. Looking at his phone. Waiting for answers. Run. Being in a fight is extremely dumb and risky. It should be avoided at all costs. Even if you are trained. Edit. Or de-escalate. Again. Fighting is dumb. And I say that as a guy who has been boxing for 7 years at this point. Edit 2. Let's be more specific. You should never be trying to win a fight outside an organized sport competition. You should be trying to avoid it. And if inevitable, to disengage from it and get to safety. Voluntarily going into a fight with the intent to win is dumb and reckless. It is extremely easy to sustain or cause a lingering injury or death in combat. The kinda guy who seek fights with stranger tend to be armed or have a bunch of friends ready to curb stomp you. If you want to protect yourself, there is no quick tip. Go get actual training. I guarantee you they will repeat this very advice too. I don't think people realize how dangerous fighting is. Most people don't know when to stop, especially in a fit of rage. All it takes is the right hit or fall to have serious lifelong damage. Happened to a kid I went to school with. Only got hit 3 times. Third one knocked him out and his head smacked the pavement. Died from brain hemorrhage. Make sure to hit up training mode. Practice your combos. Look up your frame data. It'll help you gain advantage against gym players. Tip number 1. Don't ask Redditors to teach you to fight. If the person you are fighting is taller than you, don't try to punch them in the face. Aim for the throat. They won't really expect it and it is very painful. Shoot from a safe distance. Bring a gun. Bring your friends and their guns. But most importantly, bring artillery. Upvotes and respect to this user, who clearly knows how to handle himself. I would add, if they shoot a takedown head down, like a football tackle, jam a knee into their face as hard and violently as possible. Elbows and knees are our most damaging weapons. Windmill. With your arms, not your penis. How else am I going to win this coke fight? Ducking like and subscribe.